College Corner.
We got a little gift from the betting gods here because there are lines out for a big game on Friday night in my neck of the woods, Michigan and Michigan State on Friday. So this is a card with two picks for tonight on Thursday, and then that Michigan-Michigan State game on Friday. We'll start with Illinois minus 12.5 on Thursday night against Washington. Illinois is rolling, and the scare here is that this is a sandwich spot game for them in between this monster performance where they beat Purdue on the road over the weekend, and their star freshman had 46 points. Next, they go to Nebraska this weekend. I realize I'm laying out the reasons to be skeptical of this, but the only reason I'm doing that is just to say, if not for the sandwich spot, I think this line might be Illinois minus 19. They've been that good. They currently own the number one ranked offense in the history of the Ken Pom database, going back to 1999 in all of college basketball. That's absurd, but it's real. When you watch this team, this offense travels, and they can certainly do it at home. They're taking on a Washington team that just is an analytical mess. They take so many tough shots from two. They've got one star player, Hannes Steinbach, in the front court, who is going to be really bothered by Illinois' size and ability to stretch the floor with their bigs that can shoot from three. So I just think this Illinois thing right now is a train that keeps rolling, and I've tried to get out of the way of it a couple times. Now I just want to hop on board the train and ride it to another blowout victory. Second game of the night is Iowa State minus 16.5 against Colorado. It's another team that is just a team I want a piece of right now. Iowa State had that disaster week a couple weeks ago and lost back-to-back games, fell to 16-2 after an undefeated start through 16 games. I was really curious how they would respond last week, and they responded by pummeling a pretty good team in UCF. They beat them by 30 at home. That's the 45th best team in the country. In walks the 80th best team in the country, Colorado here, who really has not had the toughest games on their schedule yet. This Big 12 conference is full of top 10 teams in the sport, and somehow Colorado's schedule is just so backloaded. They haven't played any of them yet. I think this is a little underpriced because of that. We haven't seen Colorado really get blown out because they haven't played the teams who will blow them out. Iowa State in their home arena is one of the toughest teams to face, and I just don't see much resistance from a Cyclone squad that looks like a top four team in all of college basketball. Lastly, and certainly not least for people where I'm from here, Michigan State and Michigan. First place on the Big Ten is on the line. These two teams despise each other, but I got to point a couple things out here, even as a Michigan fan. You see my Michigan quarter zip. I can't believe Michigan State is a slight underdog here at home. This is Dusty May's second year as Michigan's head coach in this rivalry. He had a good team last year that he felt stacked up with Michigan State. They went 0-2 against Tom Izzo. He has not recorded a win in this rivalry. He just hasn't done it yet. And this Michigan team is great. They're brilliant, but they've had a lot of things going wrong for them that just feel like they haven't exactly bit them just yet. Michigan, in fact, has failed to cover the pregame spread in 7 consecutive games. They've just avoided losses because they haven't played a team as tough as this test that will be the Michigan State Spartans. So Michigan State, we know they defend like hell. They're the number one defense in college basketball. With that home crowd behind them, I just think this is a wake-up type game for a Wolverines team that has flirted with disaster for too long. Maybe it's the dooming fan in me that suspects this could happen, but I recommend we take the Spartans. And when I checked, I was surprised this line was out early. It was no surprise to me that Dimer showed a 56% probability of Michigan State covering that 1.5 point spread pregame. So there you have it. It's Illinois, Iowa State, and Michigan State to cover. 2 games on Thursday and 1 big-time game on Friday night.
Very good, Greg. Quick question for you. I was just looking around at some lines while this was going on. Obviously, you can see here we're pulling in 17.5 for Iowa State, probably because of the number there, so you're getting the better odds. But it is still 16.5. And similarly, I saw Illinois at 13.5 on some books. Would you play them both at that number?
I would take whatever the best odds are, honestly. If you can get even, I don't mind playing an alternate line. I think both these games could and should be 20-point plus victories for these teams. Wow. So, yeah, if the line movement is trending away from where I spoke to it, if anything, you're probably getting a little less juice on that bet, and you're probably looking happier with the payout. So yeah, fine with that.
Great. Very good.
There we go. All right. If you want more College Corner, like and subscribe to this show. Get your notifications every time the Dimer Sports Betting Podcast drops. Every Tuesday and Thursday has been the plan. And we've got more in store for you as we get closer to the national championship game in college hoops.